What's going on, everybody? I can remember once a few years ago, I don't know, maybe about 2021 or so, I was at the tail end of another failed relationship, no job, not much money. I was living with my sister at that time, my little sister, and sleeping on her couch. And I remember waking up one morning and I wasn't sure whether or not I was still dreaming or not. Because I remember waking up and I was like, surely this can't be my life. This has to be a nightmare. This can't be. I've done too much in my life for this to be my reality. But in fact, it took me about, 4 or 5 minutes to realize, oh yeah, this is actually your life. I would have to say that that's probably my rock bottom. I've been through some pretty unfortunate things, like everybody in life, but I think that was probably one of my lowest points. So low that I actually considered, ending things, and not in that way that I think a lot of people do, where you think about, oh yeah, I'll do this and do. No, I really actually thought about taking myself out of there. In ways, when I say I really thought about it, I thought about doing it in a way where people wouldn't find me, where I wouldn't be a burden to my family and stuff. But luckily, obviously, I didn't. And I climbed out of that. I definitely found a way out of that dark space that I was in. And it's one of the reasons I do videos now, and definitely one of the reasons I live the way I live now, because I'm never going back to that place. I'm never going to be, I don't want to ever be back with that in that kind of darkness. And I know other people have probably been through that before. And that's actually why I do these videos and do the things that I do, and to help people, help other men specifically, because I think a lot of times men don't have the resources, and they aren't given the grace, I think, a lot of times that women are. When something happens to a woman, the community, she has a gang of friends and family and her kids, if she has kids, and the church and the people at work, and everybody kind of rallies around her and gives her support. Men don't have that. A lot of times men are actually on their own. Even if you have friends, a lot of times those dudes ain't really trying to be a sounding board or listening to you when you're going through stuff, when you're going through a hard time, because they don't want to remember when they've gone through those hard times. So a lot of the time, a man is going through these things alone. And if he climbs out of those things, it has to be because he almost willed himself to come out of that particular point. And that's what I did. It was a slow process, and it was a painful process, and I'm still in that process, but definitely not where I used to be. I say all that to say this, that is why I do the things that I do, and I make these videos, and I do this content, and I created Men on a Mission, because I want to be a resource for men going through the same things in those dark times that I went through. To let other brothers know that there's somebody who can relate. There is a way to get out of those things. That there's somebody who's listening, somebody who can relate, who cares, who gives a damn. That they aren't alone. Because I think so many of us are alone. And there's a quote, and I don't know. I guess I could Google it, but I'm not about to do that right now. But there's a quote that goes, a lot of men live lives of silent desperation, or something like that. I probably screwed it up, but I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. I know I definitely did. I definitely did. Just to kind of keep this short and sweet, the first thing I had to do was definitely take responsibility for everything that was going on in my life. The good, the bad, the ugly. I had to take responsibility for all of that, because if you don't take ultimate responsibility for your life, you are leaving your life and your well-being in the hands of somebody else. And if you have to depend on somebody else to get you out, now people can help you, but you have to be the one to kind of do the heavy lifting, because especially if you're a man, people aren't likely to help if they don't see you helping yourself too. That's why I get on here with this, talk about this stuff that I talk about. And to people who know me, this is like 180 degrees from the person and the personality that they knew me for. Because I wasn't much of a talker. I'm still not much of a talker, but I can talk in front of, I can do this. I'm comfortable doing this. And I think it took me going through the things that I went through and getting myself up and out of it. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I have a vision for what this is going to be, or what this will be, and what this is, that you just have to kind of stick around and pay attention in the months and the years to come. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about why I'm doing this and how all this came to be. It was just me digging myself out of where I was, and learning to take joy in the day-to-day and in life and things like that. And motorcycles really helped me with that, because that's my Zen place. That's my prayer place. That's my peace. When I'm on those two wheels and I got the helmet on and I got the Bluetooth going inside the helmet and I'm just in my zone. I think that 3 weeks where I was just riding, that's all I did every day. For 5-6 hours a day, I was just riding between place to place destinations that I chose. And I think that was definitely the most peaceful my life has ever been. I didn't have anything else that I was concerned about. No job, no checking in, no anything. I was just me and my bike and just out there with God and talking to God and just enjoying life. Because that was a time when I didn't enjoy life very much. So yeah, that's why I do this, and that's why I created Men on a Mission, because I want to be a resource for other brothers who are going through similar hard times. And the motorcycle part is just icing on the cake, because I think people who really get motorcycles and who enjoy it. I'm not talking about the ones who dress up like extras from Sons of Anarchy and just want to go to bike nights. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about people who actually get the peacefulness that being on the back of a bike, what that's all about. So, all right, till next time.